Crozier. And she's doing a more Prepare by Alan Kilpatrick. I hope I did okay with that.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Hi there. I know you like me. The way I look. The way I walk. The way I wear my hair. The way I use my hands to express myself. My laugh. My whole sense of style. I know you think I'm beautiful, and you desire me because, well, everyone does. I can meet a total stranger on the street, and within a minute or two, he'll offer me flowers, his wallet, the keys to his car, his apartment, everything he owns, to be with me, to have me, as they say. I've always had this, let's call it animal magnetism, shall we? Even Dr. Rosen, who I see every Thursday at 3 o'clock, understands this. He says he's trying to help me with what he calls my fantasies. But I know he desires me. He longs for me.
Ask people questions.
I keep trying to tell him that my condition, which he labels as a narcissistic personality disorder, is not a mental disorder at all, but the purest expression of divine radiance which comes from the energy of the stars, perhaps from the very rings of Saturn herself. Of course, Dr. Rosen laughs at this, but even when he does, I can see in the rim of his thick glasses the passion that I arouse. Thank you.
Don't forget. 3 was. Sorry, no, it's the girl sitting next to you. Catherine? I'm like in the dark over here, sorry. All right, so let's bring up Catherine Crimmins, who's doing Plucker by Alina Smith.
Of course I am sensitive to the noise, Louis. I'm a composer, and I'm not one of those John Cage Zen Buddhist composers who, like, get off on the drip of the faucet, the clang of the pipe, the wayward blast of booty bass coming from our neighbor's stereo. No, I don't find that kind of thing amusing. I want to be sealed off from the audible world in a private, soundless, fucking, I don't know, an egg. I mean, I hate footsteps, I hate dogs, I want to erase everything. I mean, I feel like I'm getting waterboarded here. I'm sorry, but that's what it feels like. Honestly, I don't know what attracted us to this apartment in the first place. Feng shui is like all off, and I just like feel like I'm in one of those psychologically depraved experiments, you know, the kind where they like wrap your extremities in cardboard and feed your meals at odd hours so your biorhythms go batshit and you don't know if it's breakfast or lunch or... Oh my god. God. Oh, what is wrong with me? Ever since we moved here, I've just been freaking out, and I don't even know why. I love you, Louis. You know that? I love you, I love you so profoundly, and I'm being a dick. Thank you.
Cameron, your performance is so great, we have a request for you to do it again.
Okay.
And Johnny's recording.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I got the equipment to work now.
Okay,
Do you
great.
need a minute or can you?
No, I got it. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. All right.
Once again.
Cameron Bowen.
Okay. The hair's not messy enough. Round 2. Take. There we are. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Thank God. He lives and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. The tooth fairy I'm less sure about. I tried to catch her once as a boy, and it didn't go well. I put one of my baby teeth in a mousetrap under my pillow, went to sleep, and awoke to the sound of my father screaming, "My dog! My dog! Francis, you idiot! What is wrong with you?" No luck with the sticky fly strip, either. On to the Easter Bunny. Let me debunk this one for you real quick. Nope, not real. It's not scientific facts. Bunnies don't lay eggs and they can't pick locks. But chocolate is chocolate, so who cares, right? The boogeyman, not real. Government hoax designed to keep children under control until the mind control technology can be implemented. Ghosts, real. You can browse several dozens of highly credible videos on our website, and please feel free to comment. Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, real. We have pictures. Zombies, not real yet, but the CDC is still secretly working on the virus, and outbreak is inevitable, Virginia, so stock up on shotgun shells before the apocalypse drives prices up. The lottery is fixed, Virginia. So is horse racing, don't waste your money. Jockeys disappear under mysterious circumstances, but the mainstream media refuse to report it. Oh, and Bigfoot, Seabiscuit is buried underneath the goalpost in the Meadowlands. I believe I live on an invisible farm, Virginia, and I own several invisible cows. I may not get any invisible milk, but I do often step in invisible manure. If not, how else would my tennis shoes smell so bad? I ate a caterpillar once and pooped a butterfly. This brings me to aliens. Now, the history books won't tell you this, but thousands of years ago, Earth was a party planet. That's right, alien swingers would come from across the galaxy to enjoy the company of our beautiful cave women. That's right, Virginia. Aliens are real, and they're your ancestors. So that's it. I want to thank you for writing into our fringe media outlets, where we're not afraid to speak the real truth. Just remember, if you come across a wild and vast conspiracy theory on our website, it must be so. Thank you.
Thank you. And for the sake of the recording, that was Cameron Bowen.
Hi,
With
yes.
his now famous piece, A Christmas Monologue.
And this is Johnny the Usher passing out programs.
And this is the man responsible for organizing a lot of these things we do, and especially here at QED. Let's give a hand to
Let's give a
Johnny.
hand. How did we meet, Cynthia? Tell us how we met.
I don't know.
Lenox Hill Neighborhood House has, during the pandemic, had a class in theater study, script analysis. And every Friday afternoon, we get together on Zoom and read plays like the Thanksgiving play, some classics, some Shakespeare, some current, some more recently written plays, and we read them out loud online and talk about them. And that's where I got to know Cynthia. And since then, we've been working, very closely on Zoom productions, in-person productions, shows in Queens, shows in Manhattan, and I'm just glad to be working with her.
And I'm glad he organizes this.
And we also have Alexis Tandit here. I've been working with her for years and years and years. She's a former school official. Is that a generic enough phrase to use? School official. And the day she retired, she started working, and now she's working in television. She's done films. She's working in New York City theater, and she's just a great performer. So I'm glad to have her here too.
Well, what about Lydia and Catherine? You know each other, right?
We just met.
Oh, you just met here.
We go way back.
And what about Johnny? How do you know Johnny?
I think I saw a posting for this event on Backstage, actually.
Okay.
That's this
And I
question. I
reached
get to
out.
know all these new people, and I always ask them, how did I connect with you? And for the life of me, I just can't figure it out. I guess I'm kind of a pimp.
Now you're on Playbill.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, I
Play
think-
Bill, play Bill.
I might have
Okay.
been wrong, yeah.
Jessica, what about you? How did you come to know Johnny?
I honestly can't remember what I saw on the internet, but I was like, oh, this sounded cool, and I recognized QED, and here we are.
Yeah, this place definitely has some nice vibes, QED.
Yeah.
This is like my third time back here, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice venue.
yeah. We did a monologue table, Johnny, when was that?
Back in December.
In December.
Yeah.
So this is a return to.
And Carmen, who's here, Carmen is a member of my creative writing class at the Queen's Library Astoria branch, which meets once a month. And I'm glad I met her, and she's here, and she's going to present something later on.
She's going to present stuff now. This
Okay.
is Carmen Reyes, and it's interesting because she was in your writing class, and she wrote the piece she's going to do for us today, which is called More.
Yeah. You can go. It's okay. I'm still number 4.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They go backwards.
That's right. We're going back.
That's okay.
That's right.
So when I was a little girl, I used to sit by the window, always watching other little kids playing. And I remember one day watching these 2 dogs going at it. And I wasn't sure what was going on, but I got this feeling, this throbbing sensation between my legs, and I kind of liked it. And I called my mom, and I was like, in Spanish, Mommy, what are those dogs doing? So my mom comes over, she looks out, she grabs her parents by both sides, shoves them together, and said, don't look at that! In that moment, the throbbing stopped. And the sensations just went from in between my legs, to my chest, to my head. And it's been years, but I'm still stuck here, always thinking, processing, analyzing everything. Until one day I found myself holding onto the rails at the East River, thinking that the only way that anyone was going to recognize my floating body would be by the ID that I left on the bench. I looked up at the morning sky and noticed how the clouds slowly parted, a ray of sun peeking through, almost blinding me. It was in that moment that I realized that the only reason that I didn't kill myself was because I believed in something more. I always wanted more. I wanted more when I was that little girl looking out the window, and I still want more now. A week after that, I scheduled an appointment to see a therapist. Thank you.
Wow.
And now, Alexis, I'm sorry, who was next? Hendrick. And she's going to do, I ate the divorce papers. Who is the one that wrote that?
I have it. Oh, I have it.
Wait, I have it
Gabriel.
Davis. Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
You can see I never did this before, right?
Alexis is performing at the Secret Theater next month in a play called The Dead Game, written by California writer Lisa Stratton, and Alexis plays she makes Nurse Ratched look like Mary Poppins.
That's funny. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. See the ketchup?
Yes.
All right. What do you think's in here?
Air.
Ketchup. Because I'm eating the divorce papers. Okay. I ate them. I ate the divorce papers, Charles. I ate them with ketchup. They were good. Good.
You probably think I should get serious about our divorce. But the thing is, you always call our marriage a joke. So let's look at logic here. If A, we didn't have a serious marriage, then B, we can't have a serious divorce. We can't. The whole thing's a farce, Charles. A farce that tastes good with ketchup. I mean, wasn't it last week that your dad asked you why you walked down the aisle with me? And you said, for the exercise. That's funny. You're a funny guy, Charles. I'm laughing, not crying. I'm laughing because you're about to give up on a woman who's infinitely lovable. For instance, Paul, he's loved me since the 8th grade. Sure, he's a little creepy, but he really loves me. He's made 127 passes, proposed 47 times, and written over 200 original love sonnets. He sees something in me, Charles, and he writes it down in metered verse. That's not something you find every day. Someone who loves you for who you are. I would never ask him to write his name, sign his name on a piece of paper promising to just turn off his feelings for me. But that's what you're asking me to do. To sign away my right to your sweet voice, Charles, those baby brown eyes. Those are things I don't want to lose. In fact, I won't lose them. I won't lose you. I'll woo you. I've written you a sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. I'm not crying, I'm laughing. The whole thing's a joke. It's very funny, Charles. I keep waiting for you to say, April Fools, and I'll run into your arms. But you're not going to, are you? You're not going to because it's not April. You see, the truth is, I ate the divorce papers. I ate them because I can't stomach the thought of losing you. That's it.
Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. And now, you don't get to be host without working. So I'm going to do something by a British comic called Katie Wicks, and the piece is called Squeeze. So, look, this whole thing, it's like being in a film. It really is. Not one I would necessarily rent again. Don't think for a moment that I haven't thought about what it would be like to be with you. Because believe me, I have. Why, I even fancy your shoes. You're very clever. Not as clever as me, but there's definitely connection, definitely a spark between us. Other people have noticed it. Oh yeah, I had a couple people ask me if there was anything going on between the two of us. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I didn't say a thing. I just acted breezy and suddenly changed the subject like, hey,
Haley's gonna persist to South Carolina, and they completely forgot what they were talking about. And now, and I'm not really sure when this started to happen, apparently now, I know where you are in a room at all times. I'm really out of my depth here. I mean, it's just, it's so heightened with us, you know? It's just so intense with us. I don't know, maybe I'm worried that it's not based in reality. I mean, I can't imagine going with you to the fixture department in Home Depot, you know what I mean? Maybe we're both intense people. I forgot the line, I'm sorry. Well, I've met two kinds of guys in my life. Those that I'm intensely physically attracted to. And those where you just fall in love with their mind. And, oh, well, I guess what I'm trying to say to you, and I know this is going to sound full on, but you have both those things. And it's a little overwhelming, actually. Having said that, I am in a relationship. And I would never break their heart because you and I think that we can get together. And I know that you'll honor that. Maybe you're too perfect. Maybe that's why I can't relax with you. You're too perfect. I can't find any fault with you. Oh, those hands. I just love those hands. But no. Eventually, I'll just put my crap on you at one time or another. You don't need to know that. Now let it be like this, with me on my pedestal, you on yours, God and Goddess, Shiva and Kashchi, immortalized in our love. Oh, I used the love word. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no one's used the L word. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Well, perhaps for this moment only, we could be in love. And Jessica is next. Zalewski with The Sins of Bethany Chastain. Is that right? Okay. Is that good, or do you want to? Okay.
Hi, my name's Bethany. Bethany Ann Chastain. You know what's named Bridgestone? Yeah. My mom was from England. No, not the country. You know New Hampshire? God, that's a long ways away. My dad was Alabama. Born and raised. Except, then he moved to Arkansas when he was 2. So, I guess he wasn't really raised here, actually. Although, well, does that count as being raised here if you were 2? I don't know. Anyway, they were good people, Mom and Pa. Very good people. Till drought came, summer '97. I'll never forget it. Pa came in one day saying, "Who let the dang hose run dry?" Of course, I've done it. I was cleaning on my bicycle, and I kind of it was dusty. You see, we live in an old dirt road, way up and out, nearest Kentucky. And I was real proud of my bicycle. I was the only girl down with a bicycle. At least one with wheels on it. Of course. Maybe we owned that bicycle also. But it was just a frame. She tried churchyard, underneath a pile of leaves. The bishop said she could have it. She finished cleaning up them leaves. Of course she did. Maybe ain't on my hand to have everything. We were all so jealous. Didn't even see her nothing. Just a frown. But Lord, she'd sit on that thing for hours. No wonder she got tetanus in her leg that summer. Lost control of her vagina. Swear, the entire cooch just fell right off. At least that's what her boyfriend Russell told me. And he should know, because he was a brother.
That took a while.
Anyway, Dad came home one day and he'd been fun playing poker. So he came up to a double wide, brand new shiny bicycle, with a seat and everything. So I used to ride that back past Maybelline on his house every morning before school. And I'd say, "Hey Maybelline, how's that frame of yours doing?" And she'd call me dirty names. I mean, real unchristian-like things, you know? Until one day Maybelline stopped coming out. And I thought, well, surely her mom must be spanking her from all them nasty things she said. But no. Come to find out, it's just her vagina falling off. I guess that was just God's way of punishing her from all the nasty things she said.
And that is that, right?
Is that everyone?
Yeah.
Great, thank you all for coming, embracing the weather. I appreciate you all coming out this afternoon, and before we go, yes, oh, we have an announcement here.
Hi everyone, I'm Matilda. I've been acquainted with Johnny for 7 or 8 years. I'm currently attending New York University based on Johnny's recommendation. This coming Thursday and the one after that, there's a program at not my department, but the Department of Performance Studies, that's hosting a talk from 6 to 7 or 7:30. The coming one on February 1st is about sexism in stand-up comedy. I can't remember the guest's name. And the one a week from that, on February 8th, is the renowned playwright Brandon Jacob Jenkins will be there. So if anyone's interested in attending,
Contact me and I will send you all the information about the events.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Matilda. Thanks for everybody for coming, and I want to leave you with some important words of wisdom. The only reason we learn Roman numerals is to figure out what year our favorite TV shows and movies were made. So have a great afternoon. I'll see you all later.